I thought that my suspension was good at the time, and this is how hard it is to move when you're not like riding it. Obviously, bouncing on it with the weight, you don't notice it so much, but this is what it's going to be like. That is going to be so beautifully smooth. I am actually really keen.
Hey, what's up? So you want to obviously upgrade your suspension if you're watching this video. So unfortunately, with all the S22s, if you got the Pro one, you can just chuck your Pro sliders in. But if you got the old one, nothing fits. So this is how I made it fit for my non-Pro, but now I got Pro suspension. All right, so obviously this is a non-Pro. So the suspension sliders here aren't quite wide enough to fit the Pro suspension. So what you got to do first is these just pop off with 2 screws at the back. Once you get this off, so this pulls off. You got 2 screws. Take that off. This pops off. Yeah, open this up. That's got 2 screws here, just there, and same on the other side. And then that pulls out. Just this one here pulls out. This has like a little catch right there. If you just get a screwdriver, put it down there, you can pop that up. Same on the other side, lifts that off. It's got like 6 screws or something there, 6 screws there. You take that off and this whole thing comes off. As far as the back is concerned, there's a screw right, where is it? It's like, I might be able to see it easier on the other side. Yeah, it's this one here. You gotta take, nope, it's this one. So when you take the controller off, because you got to take all these screws off, all these ones here, all those, and these ones here as well. Those ones down there. So you take all those off, lift the controller box off, and then you can see there's right there, this is actually covering a screw which holds this thing in. So once you've taken that little screw off, this whole piece here can slide out. So if you slide that out, and then to get this piece off, because that also locks everything in place, it's just these 4 screws here, and that slides out, and that is it. You can literally just slide the motor out and have the controller. So the controller's like that, put it sideways, slide it out with the motor, and you don't have to disconnect any of those. You do have to disconnect the battery from the controller, so you can do that. So you just keep the motor and the controller separate and slide that away to the side, and then you'll just be left with just the battery packs. Makes it way easier. You can lay them on their back and then tape off the bits you wanna not cut. So, and it's not too bad. You can overcut a little bit. You can't overcut because then you can't undercut because then it will rub the insides of the sliders like that. See that bit right there? If I can do this without it breaking down quality. Yeah, see that? See, that's very, very close. So you can cut too much. You can cut too much of this up, but you can't cut too little, otherwise it'll scrape. So just make sure, if you're close, just sand it. This stuff actually sands pretty well. I do recommend sanding it once you've cut it regardless. And I have like a little burr tool on my pliers. So like once you cut it, there's actually a little bit of a burr just on the inside side of that. So it's good to just sort of get a little like, sharp knife that's like that or something and just run it down the inside to get rid of that burr and then sand it off and make it nice and smooth, because you don't want little bits of shit getting inside there. But yeah, all in all, I have done it now, and this is, I guess, like, it's been a little over a week now, almost, yeah, a little over a week of this suspension, and it is really good. Very, very, very highly recommend doing it. It's a little bit of messing around, obviously, to do that. I did put new bearings, like fairly new, like the best of the ones I had, into the old roller set, but it just, I don't know, you're riding off-road and all that sort of stuff. If you want to have fun with it and bounce and dust and mud and all that, they don't hang on very long. So I've got high hopes for these new ones. I've got a mate in South Australia that rides a lot of tracks and such, and his has still been going pretty strong, and I feel like his is going strong. And I had my new bearings and my non-pro rollers, and they lasted like a fifth of the time that he's already been on the new ones. So I'm thinking that the new ones are significantly better, and the only way you can do it is to cut those rails. But yeah, if you've got an angle grinder and a little bit of time, bit of sticky tape, definitely worth it. And I'll show you now how to do it and how I did it. And yeah, I hope it helps. Also, if you are ever wanting to run like 12 volt applications off the unicycle, the batteries are actually in parallel. It says it on the app that they're not, because it says this one's voltage is slightly different to this one's voltage, but they're just idiots because they're connected in parallel through the controller. Like I checked, they 100%. So if you ever want to run stuff off like I have, like I've just got to wait for some parts, but I got 12 volt cable coming down there. So yeah, that'll be on a future video if anyone wants to see that.
Alright, as you can tell, I'm getting ready to put the new sliders in. And obviously they're a bit wider. This is how bad the other one is though. Look at that. It's like, it's not smooth at all. I can't even like push it all the way in. So I'm hoping that the new ones are a lot better. The time is now. Angle grinder out. It's so annoying, like, it's so freaking close. Look how close that is. Like, dude, why couldn't they just make it the same? And then I wouldn't have to cut this? Like, it's so close. Oh, oh well. Alright, what do you reckon? To this side, it's easy to see. Looks like it should clear it with like a tiny bit to spare. And hopefully it will be perfect. I'm hoping. And then I'll have my new sliders. I'll cut it now and see if this one works. And if it doesn't work, then because I don't know, maybe it's fatter or something, who knows. So I'll do this one side, and if that doesn't work, I'll just use the old ones. So it fits, so I can push it in. But yeah, the clearances is still too close. I'm gonna have to cut more away. Oh, yeah, scrapes on both sides. Alright, a little more grinding. I just don't want to grind off too much, you know. You could do with a smidge more sanding, but man, that is smooth. Like look at that. Like the other one, I literally had to like, and it still felt smooth while I was riding. So this is going to be incredible. That is so smooth. But yeah, it still gets a little stuck just on the edges. So I'll give it a little more sanding, but I think I don't need to cut it anymore. That seems pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has much scratching. That's pretty good. I am definitely going to do that to the rest. That's going to be a massive upgrade, I think. But yeah, I'll just sand the crap out of it right now and just get it a little smoother. I did nick the inside a little bit a couple of times. It's really tricky. I even like, because you go too far and you cut the inside where the roller's going to roll along, or you go too high and you zit off the side. So it's probably going to be a pretty messy looking job, but it's I think it's going to be well worth it. It's not like you see this bit anyway. I'll get a bit of permanent marker. It'll be all good. Check it out. It's all done and dusted. Smooth. That's that one done. Perfect. This is going to be quite nice. And yeah, this one. And this one. Ooh, you can already hear the thunder and lightning. Perfect. Now to reassemble. I'm really glad I finished that just before it started pouring down so much. Look at that shit. Thundering and lightning and all. What the hell?
Well, as you can see, it works really well. I hope you liked the video. Yeah, if you've got a non-pro, I highly recommend doing this. It didn't take too long, but yeah, you just got to be careful with the cutting it with the angle grinder. But yeah, it's not too challenging. Definitely well worth it. And yeah, if this helped you or anything, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll be putting more videos up as things happen and I do stuff. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one.